For those who feel enough is not enough and failure is not an option, for those, there is Gamma Labs PTF, the next generation pre-workout supplement, a human enhancement formula designed to build a superior athlete.
It's something that really gets to me. I was bullied when I was 14, around about 14 or 16. And they use this one word, this one thing, and it'll always grind on me till the day I die. And last year I just decided that it's been too long. It's been like 7 years. And I just need to get over it. And it's so hard to overpass and overcome. And people try to do it to get by in high school and stuff. And it's a horrible thing. And I really, really hate it. And making somebody's life hell to make your life easier it's the coward's way out. And if I've ever hurt anybody in any way, I always try to say sorry to them, because I'm not a malicious guy. All my jokes are usually around myself as a defense mechanism as well, like kind of saying, you can't bully me, I'm going to joke about myself. So I hate bullies. I hate bullies.
Yeah, I've been bullied before a little bit when I was younger, but I'm not too much into that. I stand up for myself. You gotta draw a line, I guess. Have your lines drawn. I ask nicely every time once. I ask nicely once, and then after that, you kind of gotta get into it. You gotta learn that at whatever age, man. So you can't be picked on too much. But I'd like to think if I saw somebody getting bullied, I'd hop in there and start handling shit too. So I'd like to help out.
It's horrible. That's awful. That's horrible. I mean, bullying. It's a bad deal, especially cyberbullying. People on the internet. That's the new thing. I'm kind of young, so my whole generation is all about the social networkings. So the cyberbullying was huge with me. Not necessarily the bully in school or the bully. Wherever, when I go somewhere, you'll never know I'm a fighter. One thing I got is my cauliflower ears, and that's about it. Cyberbullying is the biggest thing. It's horrible. It needs to stop.
I think that at some point everyone will be bullied, and I think at some point everyone becomes a bully. Some people a lot worse than others. I like to try to think I'm a bully's bully. I'll see that guy that always picks on everybody, and I'll kind of point him out, to myself, and I'll say, I want to see what he, see how tough he really is, or see what it takes for him to break, and then you kind of just mess around with him, and usually they're the weakest ones out of everybody.
I think bullying is horrible. Back in high school, I always got bullied, even though I hung out with the quote-unquote cool kids. But a lot of them were bullies. So I think bullying is horrible, and I don't think people should definitely do it. It affects not only people right now, but it affects them in the future as well. For a story, I got jumped once, and they beat me up pretty good, and I came back, and look at me now. I'm a fighter. Nobody would have expected that. I still see people nowadays that I went to high school with, and they're like, "That's what you do for a living? You fight?" We would have never expected that. But be careful who you pick on, because sometimes they're gonna be tougher than you.
Bullying? Oh man, no bullying. I was a little white kid, Hispanic kid, but light skin, white kid in a rough neighborhood, and I got bullied a lot by everybody, and that's why to this day I try my best not to bully anybody. I respect everybody. Yes, please, no, thank you, yes, ma'am, no, sir, stuff like that. So my mom taught me never to bully anybody, and I try my best not to, man.
I think that it works both two ways. I think it teaches a lesson to the bully when he finally gets bullied back or beat up. And I also think that it helps the guys getting bullied, because a lot of people end up coming back stronger from it. They're so tired of being abused, they come back and they prove everybody wrong. So it could go both ways, but please don't bully. It's no fun. Nobody likes to be bullied.
Look at how I've turned out. I'm normal. I just say, just stick through it, man. People do it because of their own insecurities, If they got to pick something about you, then, just get on with it. Get on with your life and just go through it. People have to pick stuff about you because they feel insecure about themselves.
Join the wrestling team. If you're getting bullied in high school, join the wrestling team. My mom, she always used to say, my father lifeguarded with a bunch of wrestlers, and she always used to say, no one messes with those guys, no one messes with the wrestlers. So join the wrestling team, and you meet a good group of friends, and you learn self-defense, and you're confident in yourself. So even if someone is bullying you, you know you can take them down and probably beat the crap out of them, but you won't do it just because you know you have more self-confidence than that.
It's best to turn the other cheek and not add to the fire, but every now and then I do live by one motto. Every now and then, everyone, not some people, not 99%, everyone, every now and then, everyone needs to get checked, whether it's verbal check, physical check, something like that. Everybody needs to get checked once in a while.
I experience social media bullying every single day. So that sucks. As for that, there's nothing that can be done because everybody's tough behind a phone or a keyboard. Everybody's tough. Nobody will say that stuff to your face. You just have to understand that. As for in-your-face bullying, get into Alliance Training Center and learn how to defend yourself.
For those who feel enough is not enough and failure is not an option. For those, there's Gamma Labs Pre-Training Formula, the next generation pre-workout supplement, a human enhancement formula designed to build a superior athlete. More power, more speed, more endurance, more mental focus, more of you.